Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm trying to find myself really quick. Typically, when I go live on YouTube, I show my face first. But I would like to just say, I'm not sure how to do that yet on Facebook. So, I'm going to have to practice that in my little private group that I have to see if I can make it work. But I didn't want to chance it because I didn't want to disconnect us or be really, really late. So, let me find myself. If you are here, I'm going to give it just a second. There's lots of chaos going on here, I know. Let me see if I can straighten up. And I was going to see if it would let me. Oh, it does let me zoom in. Yay. Okay. I think that will work. Let me see. Oh. There we go. Got to get the comments up so I can see it. Hello. If you are here, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. And let me know you're here in the comments. So we are going to do 4 cards today, which is a lot of cards, by the way. I don't typically do 4 cards in a live, but we're going to do it because it's Friday, and the wild bunch that we are going to be using is no longer available in English. It is available in French the last time I checked this morning. So I wanted to go ahead and just do my projects, and we're just going to do them all in one fell swoop. So I think I zoomed in too much. So let me see if I can. Oh no. Let me see if I can go back out a little bit. That was too much. Zoom in. Nope, it's not going to let me now. Dang it. Well, this is why I don't do Facebook. Facebook Lives. Because I just, well, you know, I can't ever seem to get it right with Facebook. Well, neither YouTube either. But anyway, okay, so we're going to do the wild bunch. First, though, I wanted to show you something. I am currently on summer vacation, and so I have been working on things within the craft room. I'm trying to get ahead on things, you know, all the fun stuff. And so I have what is now called, it used to be called Club. It was Simply Creative Club. It is actually now officially called Simply Create to Go. And it is a class. You can subscribe to it for $50 a month. If you do the subscription and you're consecutive for 6 months, you get $25 in free products after the 6th consecutive month for me. But you can also just register month by month. That's totally fine. That's why I changed the name of it. I don't want it to be limited to just subscribing. So for the month of July, it's going to be filled with sweetness. This is the bundle that's being used. It's so cute. And it comes with a full pack of this paper. Y'all, I really got to figure out how to maybe get it to zoom out. Let me see. There we go. Okay, we're just going to leave it zoomed out. It comes with a full pack of it's called Handmade Sweetness Designer Series paper. It comes with a full pack of the Strawberries and Dots embellishments. It comes with a full bolt of the Misty Moonlight checkered ribbon. And then this month, it's going to come with a full pack of the 4x6 flip-flops. And the reason for the flip-flops is there's a project that will use half the pack of it. So I might as well just send you the whole pack, right? So it's kind of like a little extra freebie this month. So for the month of July, it is 5 projects. And those projects, in my personal opinion, think they are the cutest in the whole wide world. Not because I created them. I mean, I did. But because they really are, they were really fun to create. I stepped outside of my box a lot. So this card here, it's a little card, but this is a little fun fold. Y'all know I love fun folds, but I don't do them very often. And so this is a little mini card that you can send if it's in our regular envelope still. Then there's this little box here. So you could put anything in here. You could put a pack of tissues, like travel tissues. You could put some chapstick in it. You could put some hand sanitizer in it. There's all kinds of stuff that this box will work for. Then there are 2 cards. You have to get in the cards, right? And I love these 2 cards. I love them. Then this is my pride and joy right here. This here is a mini receipt. No, I do that every time. Recipe card book. You could also do it as a little like mini photo album if you wanted. But this, I created it so that you could put your recipe here. And then if you wanted to, you could have a page where you could put a picture in that you were creating that recipe with somebody. So that makes it a lot of fun to kind of put one of these together. This will come with the, again, the flip flaps, but I will give you these recipe cards too. So those I will have printed for you. You'll just cut them down to your 4x6 to fit in those envelopes. So that is what July's Simply Create to Go class will be. If you have questions, let me know, but you can register for it in the description of the video. There's like a link and everything to it as well. Okay. All right. We are going to try to zoom it in just a little bit. It keeps taking it out really far. There we go. I think that's better because it's kind of far away. I can't see it on the screen. I am old. I am very old. I'm getting old. They tell me every time I go to the eye doctor that it's because I'm getting older that my eyes are the way they are. Yay, how fun. As a matter of fact, this last time I've gone through 3 separate different contact transitions to see which one works the best. So, okay, so let's dive into our projects because that's what we're all here for, right? So this is our first card. This was actually a card I created in my monthly in-person class that I hold in Darlington. So that was one of the cards we made. This does have a lot of fussy cutting today, but I've done some of it for us already. But it's really not that hard. So I promise it's not. Now, if you are a customer who has purchased this month, or you're on my email list, that's important, on my email list, I will be sending out a full tutorial on Sunday of all 4 of these cards, okay? If you are not on my email list, I would say get on it before Sunday so that you can get this emailed directly to you. So there will be a blog post, but it's not going to have any of the measurements or anything like that. It's just going to have a picture of the cards. So obviously, if you're a crafter like me and have been for a while, you can recreate these on your own too. Okay, let's do this. So we're going to stamp this image. We're going to stamp it off first, and then we're going to stamp it on our card. You want to do that stamp off because it will kind of overpower if you don't. And I'm just kind of making it fun. I'm not really following much lines here. I'm going to turn it around too, because you can definitely do that. Well, I say that, but we want it all to kind of line up semi. We don't want large chunks of empty space, do we? All right, we'll put that one like that. And some of it is going to be covered up with the rest of our stamping and stuff. Let's do that. And then one more there. And actually, we want to put one more right here on the end. Okay, perfect. And I have my window open in my craft room, and it's about to storm, which makes me very happy. Doesn't make my husband happy, but it makes me happy. Okay, we're going to take a piece of a designer series paper. I cannot remember. Again, I can't remember all the names of anything anymore. Things come out too quickly for me. But if you are on my email list, you'll get all the details for this. So I'm just going to cut a flag on this end. And we're going to attach this down here to the bottom, just a little, give a little bit of a border down there at the bottom, not much, just a little. I'm gonna put adhesive right here. So, funny story, I was making a whole bunch of cards to get ready for some events I have coming up in the next couple months, y'all. And I used up all of my adhesive. I had some that was being ordered and it was supposed to be here. It did get here, thankfully, but I literally had to refill every single one of my adhesive cases. They were all empty, all of them. All right, we're gonna take this designer series paper, and I think these are from the same pack. I think it's maybe the melody part, I can't remember. Oh, here we go. Y'all, I'm sorry, my comments were not working. Hello, Deb. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Marcia. Hello, Chris. How is your knee feeling, Chris? I hope it's feeling much better. I know you've been really struggling with it. We're going to stick this piece here. See, I haven't done a Facebook Live in forever, so I'm a little off kilter with it, I think. Oh, and guess see? Yep. All right, we're gonna take this piece and we're gonna stamp on it. Let's do our little hearts. Apparently I have to keep refreshing in order to get it to show the comments. Okay, so we're gonna stamp this 3 times. We wanna make sure this also completely dries because we're gonna we're gonna color it in. Okay. Then we're going to take a blending brush, and this isn't necessarily have to do, but I think it kind of gives it not such a white background. Now, I did Pool Party, but I've got Lost Lagoon here, so we're just going to do Lost Lagoon. It won't matter. I'm going to flip it over first and get the harshness off. And then I'm going to flip it over on this side and just kind of rub it, blend it, not rub it, blend it there in the background. All right, now that is dry. So we are going to take our light Flirty Flamingo and we're going to color in our hearts so that they are filled in. You could leave them uncolored if you want. That's totally fine. And there is Thunder. Woo! Okay, then we're going to attach this to our card base. And technically, I should have adhered it before adhering those pieces of paper, but that's okay, because we are going to just improvise. I'm good at messing up, always, and we're just going to attach it here, right above that one, and then we can put this one back down. See? All fixed. Ta-da! Okay, then let's stamp our sentiment and our snail. All right, so our snail's gonna go there. I might have picked the wrong black memento pad. There we go. And then our sentiment is gonna be happy birthday, because we can never have too many birthday cards. We're gonna stamp it there. All right, so let's close this up. Let's grab our smoky slate. We want our dark smoky slate, and then we want our light smoky slate. Woo! That's feeling real close, y'all. It's like, it is is like shaking the windows. Oh, thank you, Deb. Oh, Chris, it's not feeling any better. You still can't bend it? How long ago was your surgery? Because that just doesn't seem right. Most people can, you know, after a hip surgery, they get up and are walking within a couple days. Do you have another doctor's appointment soon to go have it checked out? All right, so we're gonna do smoky slate all over there. And then we're gonna do here. We're just going over these little lines. That's it, and then the center. Now we're gonna take our light petal pink and we're gonna fill in the body. Perfect. Okay, and then we're gonna fussy cut. And again, I promise, it's real easy. And you don't need to worry about this little piece here. You can just cut it right on off. Nobody will ever know. I'm a lefty, so it takes me just a little longer than most to cut. But if I can do it as a lefty, you can do it too. All right, and then, ta-da. My scissors are not acting very nice either today. All right, so then we're gonna go around the eyeball because you don't want to cut that off. And then I'm gonna show you a trick with the little antlers here. Not antlers, well, antennas, antlers, whatever you want to call them. We're just gonna go straight across for now, okay? That's all you have to do at the moment. And then, ta-da! There we go. Okay, now, simplest way to do it. Now that you have that little cut off already, you're just gonna go down on that side. You're gonna go down on that side. And then we're gonna just cut straight across. And then there you go, easy. Leave that little piece in there. That would be ridiculous to cut out. I did it on the sample, and let me just tell you, it was really tough. So we're not gonna do that now. It will be just fine. All right, grab you some dimensionals, my favorite adhesive. And of course, here I am, almost to the end of that little sheet. All right, so then we're gonna place our snail right about there. Take your happy birthday. Let's cut these so we can use them. All right, and while I cut these, I do want to tell you, I'm going to get back to doing my weekly lives. My next one will be next week. I think it will probably be on Tuesdays now. Tuesdays at maybe 6, maybe 7. I haven't fully decided on the time yet, but I am working on the time. And I have a program that will allow me to do to both YouTube and to Facebook at the same time. I'm going to be practicing that at some point this weekend, and I am going to say I hope I can get it to work. I haven't even figured out how to get it to actually start yet, because, well, I had to figure out what the words they were using. So hopefully I will have that worked out by next week. If not, I'll let you know, but it'll be here on Facebook if I can't figure it out. So, but it will be on Tuesday, and I will start getting back to doing regular stuff on Tuesdays. All right, let's grab a glue dot, and now in the sample I stuck it up under there, but I'm just going to add it to the edge down here like that. Okay. All right, so then let's take our card base. Let's flip that over. Let's add a bunch of dimensionals to it. That's a good rainstorm. Is it raining for anyone else? Oh, thank you, Deb. Oh, you're gonna have to go back to surgery, Chris? No. No, no, no. That stinks big time. Now, did you just had the one, right? You didn't have to have both done, correct? It was just the one? All right, let's see if I can get these off. Ooh. And I love a good summer rainstorm, by the way. I don't particularly care for the wind, but it's not actually windy here. It's just thundering. I haven't even seen lightning yet through the window, so we'll see. But I really enjoy a good rainstorm like we're having at the moment. Oh, so it's just been your left. That's the problem. That stinks. I'm so sorry. Okay, there is our first card. Yay. Simple, simple. They are really all simple, except for the fact of you have to fussy cut just a minute. Okay, so here is card number 2. I have to say this is probably my favorite one. Maybe, yeah, I think this is probably my favorite one. This one and the snail one come in real close to each other. Okay, so I have done some of it already, so you don't have to watch all of it. But what I do want to pull out is what we're gonna stamp real quick. So we're gonna take the black memento and we're gonna stamp our penguin. Now, I'm a huge penguin girl. I love penguins. I love horses. I love butterflies. I love snails. Only when they're in a stamp set because they're so stinking cute. Oh, wait. And I love, did I say butterflies? Yeah, butterflies. So, I also love, well, now I just drew a blank on what I've already told you, so I guess it doesn't really matter now, does it? All right, stamp your sentiment on a piece of balmy blue. We're just going to go with that, and then that should be all your stamping you need. Yep. Okay. We're going to stack those up over there. We're going to set this aside, and we're going to set this one aside. Now, we're going to work on this piece here, and we're going to make some fringes. Long time ago, Stampin' Up! Used to have a pair of these scissors. They don't sell them anymore, but you can find them anywhere. Amazon, any craft store, you can find these. These are wonderful, or you can just use a pair of regular scissors and cut down. Totally up to you. We're gonna do it the easy way. We're gonna line it up, and I'm gonna make sure that it's actually easier to go, don't have this as the very end because then it kind of breaks it. So it's easier to kind of stick it in and then just kind of stop it halfway up the blade. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I can promise you none of mine are perfect. And then ta-da, there we go. So then once you have that, let's color our penguin. We're gonna do, we need petal pink, we need dark smoky slate. Now I've lost my smoky slate, my dark one. Uh-oh. There it is, there it is. Nope, that's dark gray granite. Let's see. Light gray granite. Light smoky slate. There it is. It's hiding. It was hiding. Okay, and then we need pumpkin pie. Okay, so those are the 3 you'll need for this one. We're gonna take the pumpkin pie. Cows, that's it. Thank you. That's what I didn't say was cows, Chris. Yes, I love cows. We actually have a lot of cow decor in our house. And I I'm very blessed that I married a man who is from the country that grew up with cows, so that we get to have cows as decor. So anytime we're out, we see a cow picture, we're like, oh, look at that. But yeah, cows. My keys are cows too. I've got cow keychain. So, but anyway, and you like owls. So I do like owls too, but not, you know, I've got a couple things that have owls on them, but it's not, I don't typically pick owls, but yes, I do actually like owls too. Okay, so now we've done that. Now we're gonna take light smoky slate. I meant to pull that one out because I do need that. We're gonna go over the eyes a little bit. And it rained for about 15 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty booming. I don't know, can you hear it? Can you hear that noise? Kathy, it rained. Oh, Kathy is the one that said it rained. Yeah. Can you hear the thunder in the background? It's kind of crazy. Okay, so then you've got that. Now let's take our petal pink and let's give it some cute little cheeks. Cute little cheeks. Just like that. And actually, I think I may have used the dark petal pink because it doesn't look as dark as the, yeah, it was the dark. There we go. All right, let's cut him out real quick. And again, he's really easy. I always like to, if I'm in a rush, I like to kind of cut where it kind of goes straight. And those little inserts, or whatever you want to call them, you come back and do it at the very end because it's a little easier. Then you can just really do it quick. All right, and we'll go around and around. And don't cut his eyebrow off. He's got a little jut out there for the eyebrow. Don't cut that one off. It will look weird. I know it from experience. So, it's pouring there, Chris. Yeah, you're real close to Kathy Goldie. So yeah, actually half of you are from that area, and then the other half is closer to me, except for Deb. Deb's a little further north for us. All right, ta-da. Is it north? I think it's north, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna set that aside because I got plenty to do, maybe even another one later. All right, so now we've got all these pieces together. Now, we're gonna take our black piece of cardstock here. We are gonna take one of our smoky slate pieces. We're gonna put adhesive on the back. And then we're gonna line it up. Now we're gonna kind of make like a hula, well, I kind of always think of this as like a hula skirt kind of thing. It can also be like a luau type deal, little Hawaiian themed. And then we'll take this one, put it right about here. Line it up. All right, then we're gonna do the balmy blue one. And I kind of was thinking like balmy blue is like water, because you always find the penguins around water. So that was kind of my thought. Ta-da. And then we're gonna go with the smoky slate again. And line it up. And then basic black is our last one. Ta-da. There we go. And then we've got a piece of black and white polka dot designer series paper, which is the cutest. I love this paper. And we're gonna line it up with the top edge. And then we're gonna adhere it down. And I probably should have put those a little closer together, but it's all right. It won't matter. Then we're gonna take a punch and punch out our sentiment. And let's see, I want the arrow on this side. So we're gonna stick it in like this. And then punch it out. I don't use punches very often anymore. I need to use them more, but I don't. I use a lot of dies. Okay, so let's do our our penguins. I also love pumpkins. And we're gonna stick one penguin there, and then we're gonna pop this one up with dimensionals. Like that. And we'll do this here up just a little bit. Then we're gonna do dimensionals on our sentiment. And we'll stick this right about here. Ta-da. And you see I didn't cut it off. I didn't go back and do it. I'm not really worried about it. The bow's gonna cover it up anyway, so it'll be fine. And we're gonna use some black twine. I like thinner ribbon and twines, preferred to thicker ones. So that's why you see a lot of the twine used in my videos for card making and classes and all that stuff. And I use a lot of linen thread, a lot. So Kathy, has the rain already stopped for you? Because I thought you and Chris were pretty close to each other. I think the rain has stopped, but it's still thundering here. All right, and then we'll stick that right there. Then we're gonna flip that over. Let's grab our card base, fold it in half, use our bone folder to give it a good crease. I'm gonna say, where is our bone folder? There we go. We're gonna put dimensionals on the back. And let's see if I can get my fingers to let it loose there. Let me grab another one. And one more. Then this is gonna go on our card front. So this is a black and white card with a little pop of blue. I do a lot of black and white cards with a pop of pink. So I like the blue in it as well. All right, then let's just add this to the inside so we can write our fun little message. And on this one, it's a fun card, so you could even put the happy birthday on the inside. Hey friend, or hi friend, happy birthday. You could turn it into a birthday card. Okay, there is card number 2. Now, card number 3 is, so I had to design a card with every little cute character. Oh, it wasn't long, okay. Because that's kind of the whole fun part, right? So this one, we are gonna do, again, it'll be a little fussy cutting, but it's gonna be okay. Our last card does not have fussy cutting on it, just FYI. So, yay on that, right? All right, let's go ahead and fold our card base over. There it is, right there beside me. And then we're gonna put our wood paper on. This is actually some really pretty wood designer series paper. It's some good layouts. So we're gonna line this up. We just wanna cover up all that white. Ta-da. Oops, and of course I didn't get it straight, but it'll be all right. We're just gonna keep going. I can fix it afterwards. We are gonna take and put this on our front, and so it's gonna be about right here. So when I do that, actually let me go ahead and fix this real quick. Let's cut off this edge here. because we're going to wrap ribbon around it, so it's going to look weird if I have to go back and fix it later. So I'm going to cut it real quick with my cutter. See if I can get it to just cut down. So it'll be a little smaller, but that's fine. That's how you fix it. No one will ever know it's smaller. Okay, so then we're gonna attach this piece, but before we attach it, we wanna stamp a little bit in our early espresso. And we're gonna take this image, which is from this set too. So those are fun little extras that they have in here. And we're gonna stamp. So all I'm doing is just kind of figuring out where I can stamp it at. And now we'll set all that aside and we'll just start stamping. And then just make sure that you're not going below where that paper will end right there, okay? And then we're gonna go about here and here. And let's do it over here too. And then we'll go up like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be great, but there we go. I think that's good. And we'll just leave that. We'll set that aside real quick. Okay, so then we're gonna attach our other piece of designer series paper. And we're gonna set this here and go across like that. And because I trimmed it, we're gonna trim off this little edge here. Like that. A cow with great hair. I mean, you know, that is some great hair there for sure. For sure. Hello, Serena. How are you? Oh, did you? Oh, good. I am so glad, but you're still not allowed to drive. Well, at least you got the staples out. That's a first. I mean, that's a plus. That's a huge plus. Huge, huge plus. Okay, so we're going to now do, let's actually just do our stamping first. I get sidetracked a lot. A lot. All right, we're going to find our Sending Love. Here we go. And this is going to, actually, let's stamp our cow first. Because the Sending Love, I'm going to do an early espresso. Our cow, though, we do want in black. Since we're going to be coloring. And then, let's do that. And then Sending Love. There it is. Sending Love. Ta-da. It's not straight. Flip it over. Sending Love. There we go. No worries. All right, so we've got that all stamped. We'll set that aside. Let's color our cow. Okay, so we're gonna do pecan pie, crumb cake. We're gonna do a little bit of petal pink. And I think that's it. Let me find my other, yep, okay. So this is the light, and we're gonna color his entire body with the light first. And here we're just gonna go on his ears on the top, like that. And then we're gonna do, let's see, yep, we do the whole part here. And then the whole part here. And then we're gonna do down here just to give it a good base first. You can use your brush end if you want. But lately, my brush end, I have been going way outside of the lines. I think it's because I colored too fast. So we'll do this. There we go. And then we'll do the tail. Okay, Now we're going to go back in with the dark, and we're going to go around the eye like that, and we're going to go around on this side. Because it's a cow, the spots are never the same. And then we're going to add a little bit of dark to the tail and then to the body. We're going to color in most of the body. We're going to leave just a little bit light. Okay. And then I'm just going to take this, and this is just the light. So then I'm just going to go over it. So it's not real noticeable there. Okay. Now let's take our petal pink. We're going to take our light to start off with. We're just going to fill this in. And we're going to fill in this side. Ta-da, ta-da. Let's add a little bit of dark to it as well. Then we're going to do the horns with the dark petal pink. And then, oh, let's do all of this with petal pink. This one takes the longest to color, in my opinion, but it's so stinking cute. You could do gray colors with it too, or, you know, it's crafting. Pick your favorite color and go for it. Okay, so then there's the snout and the nose, and then we're going to take the dark crumb cake and the light crumb cake, and we're going to do his hair. Oops, kind of went out the lines there. All right, so then got it real colored in, and then here I feel like I'm on a on a TikTok reel that goes real fast. So we're just going to give it a little bit of dark up here, and I actually did the dark down there, but it'll be all right. And then we're going to go here. There we go. All right, let me grab that light back again, and let's just blend that in like that. Okay, all right, now let's cut it. Oh, so Walmart must have not been too bad, Angie. Oh, I am so sorry you ladies are having knee problems. Knee problems are never good, ever, ever. I didn't ever have knee problems until this year. Mine is arthritis from being so rough with mine as a child, unfortunately. I played in my early years. In my early 20s to late 20s, I played kickball, and I was the catcher. And I was real rough because they were real competitive. As adults, I mean, you think kids are competitive. Adults are really competitive. So anyway, it did not help after being a cheerleader for 5 years either. So, but it's all right. Life happens, and I'm sure soon I'll probably be doing the knee replacement too. All right, I'm concentrating on this one a little bit more because this one's a little bit more than the other ones. It's got more things that stick out. And so it takes me just a minute longer to do this one. But still not bad, I promise. Still not too bad. If you use the fussy cutting skills that are taught as a kindergarten, you can make it work, I promise. So another funny story, we were at class 2 weeks ago now, I guess, 2 Saturdays ago, and we had a new lady that was there, Beth, and she's really sweet. And I was telling her, Michelle, you know, we all know Michelle. In her sense of humor, she calls it fussy cussing. And and Beth goes, well, I think I cuss first and then I cut. So now it's called cuss and fuss. So, or cuss and cut. There we go. Cuss and cut. So, or something along those lines. Anyway, it was funnier during class. I can't remember what she said now. But yes, we all do a little cussing when we have to fussy cut. I know. Except for me. I actually enjoy it. I used to not until I got good at it. Now I do. Okay, there we go. Done. And let's see. I now have to take this and we're going to cut this off. And I'm going to grab my little mini cutter that I have. Because what I'm going to do is just trim off the bottom. Just a little bit off the bottom. And it's just to make it straight so that it sits underneath our sentiment that we're going to pop up. So we're going to set this up, and this is what I had these for. Because it's easy to do the straight ones. These are just from a kit that I had. It is not, it's not something I got from Stampin' Up or anything. All right, so one more right here. There we go. And then we'll take those backs off, maybe. Oh, no, before we do it, gotta add the linen thread. Gotta add the linen thread. No cussing for you. Yeah, I know. No cussing for you, Angie. Usually I don't either with it because I love it. If it's really difficult, then I'm just not even gonna do it. But I love fussy cutting now. And I do it a lot. So that's probably why it doesn't bother me so much. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to tie for me. Here we go. Maybe. Let's unroll that a little bit more. Get it out the way. Okay, then we're gonna trim off our ends and ta-da. Now I've used my favorite several times today. Okay, now let's put our sentiment on. And I should have spaced that out a little bit more. Let's see if it'll let me do that. I need that ribbon to kind of go in between it. Yeah, there we go. Ta-da. All right, there we go. So I've got it spaced out just so that it can put the ribbon in between, and then also have a little space up at the top so that I can slide that edge down in there. All right, so we'll put Sending Love there. Then we're gonna take and adhere this down flat. And this is gonna tuck. You see how it tucks and then you can't see that it was cut off? So it's gonna tuck there. Then we're gonna take our cow, put some dimensionals on it. Oh, Serena, you're not a fussy cutting person? Yeah, you know, a lot of people really aren't. A lot of people aren't. I will say now, I do love my dies. Do not ever take my dies away from me. I love my dies. All right, so now we have our cow there. Now I've cut out a bunch of these little pieces here. These are from the garden gatherings. So it's this piece here, and then it's that right there. And we're going to cut off the ends down here. We don't need any of those ends. They just make it a little bit more difficult to stick it under, so we'll get rid of that. Then we're gonna grab our glue dots, and we're gonna put one there, and we're gonna set this underneath there. Oop. And then let's do another one of these. Okay, that's got two of them there. Oh, maybe not. That's really thick. Yep, it does. It has two. There we go. And then here. All right, so then this is gonna go right about here. Like that. The early espresso one's gonna go right here, like that. Then, oops, this one. It's just easier to use glue dots with these because they're smaller. So then this one is gonna sit here, like that. And then our early espresso one is gonna go right here, like that. Then we're gonna add, it's all sticking together now. This one is gonna go sitting right here. And then let's just add this one since it's here. Never a problem to add more, right? It's always a good thing. And then our last piece, we'll sit this down here. Yep. Like that, okay? And then that covers up those. And then last but not least, let's add our fun little embellishments. And we're gonna do the pecan pie ones. So we want a small one up here, then a larger one larger one there, and then a small one right there. And ta-da! There is card number 3. And we're only 53 minutes in, and we still have one more to do, so it doesn't take that long. Oh, thank you, Serena. Okay, let's see. I don't even know where I put my stack. There it is. Okay. Making sure I keep up with it all. Okay, then the last one is a little koala bear, or a koala, not a bear, it's a koala. And this one, there is no fussy cutting. No fussy cutting. All right. We'll set all that aside. Oh, I take it all back. There is the present. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, let's stamp our koala first. So let's grab our black. And our koala's right here. We'll stamp him, her, right there. I don't know. We can make this one a boy since it's got a blue hat. How about that? We'll go with a boy. I figured it would be good. I always need masculine birthday cards, although it's got the hearts in the back. Never mind. We'll just leave it there. Okay, let's do our Lost Lagoon. We'll stamp our present. We can stamp it there. Oop, that didn't look very pretty, did it? Ta-da. All right, there we go. Now, let's leave that open. Let me clean the heart. And once we clean it, we're gonna stamp on this. We're gonna stamp a whole bunch of hearts. And I'm gonna try to do it quick, so you don't have to necessarily watch me. let's put this here. That'll be easier. And there really is no method to stamping the hearts, I promise. I just, you know, wanted a little bit of fun in the background. And I think that'll be fine. Ta-da. Okay, we'll go with that. I think that's enough. So we'll leave that there. Then let's stamp, or let's color in with our pool party. So here we're gonna do just our light pool party. And then we're gonna do our daffodil delight for our bow. And then we're gonna do pool party for our hat. Let's do the dark. So we're gonna do pool party there. Then I'm gonna take the light Lost Lagoon and we're gonna do the little tap at the top, or the little poofy ball at the top. All right, now we're going to get our petal pink and gray granite is what we want. We want dark gray granite and light gray granite. There we go. And then I want smoky slate. All right, so smoky slate is gonna be his nose. Ta-da. Then light gray granite is gonna be his body. Oh, I need to replace that one. And so we'll color. And I had to look up what colors to really use for a koala. I don't really know much about them. So anyway, it was kind of fun to see all their different colors and stuff. All right, now we're gonna take petal pink and we're gonna add it right there under his cheeks. Then let's take our light petal pink and color in the ear. And on this side. And I never noticed that koalas had really big ears. I never knew that either, which just makes them look even cuter. And then we're gonna do dark here in the center. Okay. Then take your dark gray granite and just kind of give some shadowing. Not much. You don't really need a whole lot. And then we'll do down here like that. Okay, so there's that part. You have to go an hour away for your physical therapy? Serena, I did not know that. Oh my goodness. You know what? Maybe you did tell me. I think you did tell me. But that's a long drive. That is a long drive. All right, so we've got that. And y'all, we are almost done. We're gonna cut this out, put it all together, and then ta-da! We made 4 cards today in about an hour. And that's even with my yapping, which I do a lot. All right. The present is pretty easy to cut out except for that little bow part, just FYI. All right, and then we're gonna cut off the bottom, and then we're gonna save that piece because there's enough to do something else on. Let's grab a dimensional and add it to the back of our present. And we're gonna put the present right there. So cute. All right, then let's put our card base together. Last but not least, and I have a disaster over here. Oh goodness. All right, let's put this on the inside. We'll stick that right there. Ta-da. And then we're gonna put some adhesive right here. We're gonna grab our ribbon and we're gonna go here, here. I need a little bit more adhesive. There we go. And then down like this. Ta-da. Trim off there. All right, I'm gonna put this pin back in so I don't stab myself later. We'll flip this over, add dimensionals to the back of it, because everything popped up is better. And we're gonna put quite a bit on here only because it is hovering, or it's gonna be over that ribbon. So I just wanna make sure it secures it down really well. All right, ta-da, ta-da. All right, so then this is gonna lay here like that. And we're gonna flip that over, add some more dimension. It grabbed 3 on that finger, and that is good because that is exactly the amount we need. And take the backings off, if I can get them to come off. And then we'll stick this right here in the center. And then card number 4 is done. Yay! My yapping is your favorite part. I will tell my husband that, Deb. He listens. He does listen. He'll listen to them. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot my embellishments. I always forget the embellishments, don't I? All right, it's because I yap. That's why I forget. And then one more right there. Ta-da. Had to add a little glimmer to it. I like glimmer, just not when it makes a mess. Okay, so there is card number 4. So I'm going to set this hopefully in the picture. And there is card number 3, card number 2, and card number 1. All right. I will post a picture of these on Facebook in a little while too. And then on that post, just let me know which one was your favorite. And I'm so glad that you all joined me today. I had fun, and I will let you know the time for live next Tuesday, and we will be doing alternatives for the paper pumpkin for June. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for joining. Bye.